So in the previous videos, we were given a center and a radius, and then we had to use that information to write out the equation. Now we were given an equation, so we're actually going to work backwards. We want to identify the center, and we want to identify the radius. So what you want to do is for the center, remember it's always x minus h and then y minus k. So we know that h and k are my center points. So h would be 5 and k would be 1. And then the radius, right? The radius would be here. So the radius was r squared. So that means you just want to take the square root of 64. Right? So if you take the square root of 64, then you would get 8. So the radius would be 8. Okay, and then on number 18, same thing, right? So it's always x minus h and then y minus k. So because this is x squared, that means technically there's nothing there, right? So it's just like a 0. So you would just put 0, comma, and then y minus 10. So because this is positive 10, that means that this should be negative 10. So that's the center. And then they're asking here, it's a trick question, but they're asking for the diameter. They're not asking for the radius, right? So remember, we have to find the radius first by going 42.25 and taking the square root of that. So if you take the square root of that, you would get 6.5. But they want the diameter. That means that what you want to do with this, because this is the radius, you want to double. So you would add 6.5 plus 6.5, and that should give you 13.